what God looks at in a person before he can choose him to become a chosen one, his hands and legs on this earth. Part 4. And in part 1 and 2, we've looked at the first two. In part 1 to 3, part 1 was more like a foundation. Part 2 and part 3, we looked at humility. And then we introduced the second one, which is what we are looking at now in part 4. Part 1 and part 2 were more like a foundation, and in part 3 we really talked about humility, how King Saul was humble at first. He was diligent, he was a good boy, a boy that could go out to search for his father's sheep. It's not all children that will go out and start looking for the customers that are missing, customers that no longer come to the business and start calling them their father's business. Very few children of these days, for him to go out to start looking for sheep that were donkey that were missing. Sorry, not a sheep, donkey. It means that he was not just a regular child. He was a child. He was a diligent child, And even when he became king, some people said they're not going to honor him. They said, "Is he not that boy? Please leave him. We are not going to give him anything. You are supposed to take things to the king and like kind of honor him and stuff like that." He said, "We are not going to honor him." Then information got to him. So people said they are not going to honor you. They said, we are going to, that he should punish them. He said, "No, leave them alone." He said, "Leave them alone." He didn't punish them. So he was humble from the outset. But we said with time, when he started getting results, started winning wars, he forgot that those wars that he was winning, he was not winning them with his own power. You get it? It was the Holy Spirit that was helping him. And he didn't acknowledge the fact that the Holy Spirit was helping him. So that's it. So part 4 is looking at the second one, which is a selfless heart. A selfless heart. Please get this right. Because when I'm done teaching what God looks at, then I'll not, the way on that series, what God does not look at. So by the time you compare what God looks at and what God does not look at, you'll be able to know and put yourself in a position. Yes, even if you've not been chosen, if you put yourself in a position, you are prayerful, and you are not seeking it for the wrong reason, God can choose you. Yes, he's a king. He decides what he wants. So that's it. And I said, many are called, few are chosen. The called ones are very common. You see them everywhere. On TV, everywhere. These are called ones. Some of them are not called anyway. Some call themselves, according to the comedian. Now some call God. Some call themselves. But most of those people are seeing, those preachers, many of them are not chosen. They are just called. They are called to service. Chosen people, you have to look very well to recognize them. You have to. Some of them, they might not even go for gathering. Go and just check my teaching why you must not force a chosen one for a worship center. They might not go for worship centers. They can create their own worship center in their own home, in their own environment, and have like 1 or 2 persons with them. They're fine. Most times they're alone in their worship, and God opens your eyes, you see angels worshiping with them. Clean angels of light, thousands of them. But you think that they're alone? Bro, do you know what chosen ones are? Chosen ones are Jesus Christ that are here in persons, in flesh and blood. He said, that thing you did for this person among you is what you have done to me. You don't know what he's talking about. Oh. He said, when I was sick, he gave me food to eat. If you are not selfless, if you are a selfish person, okay, selfish person is, I'll think, okay, maybe, but I do it for my family. Bro, you are selfish. If you only help your family and people that are led to you by blood, or only your friends, bro, you are selfish. The gift of God is not, it was not, using it for yourself is secondary. It's even tertiary. It's for the world. It's majorly for those that are not. There's a young man that is very popular now in Nigeria, in terms of, he's a very strong activist. I don't want to call his name. I've spoken about him before on this channel, but I didn't call his name. The day he went to fight for his mom, that was the day he was arrested. And they could have taken out his life. The day he went to fight for his mom, the day he went to fight for his own mother. This is a guy that fights for other people. He even goes to a place that is even more dangerous. And he will come out. When he goes to fight for people that are not elected by blood. The day he fought for his own mom, because there was a little issue with bank transactions, and I think there was something they needed to settle, and he was not happy about it, and he went with his mom to do. That day was the day he was arrested. So he thought, perhaps he didn't know what happened. Perhaps he thought, you need someone else to do that for you. Your gift is not for you to fight for your family. Chosen ones. God will never, ever give the gift to somebody who is selfish. Never. You can be called, but you can never be chosen. Never. So does it mean that chosen ones can't even be nice to their family? They can't. Does it mean that chosen ones cannot even give something to their family? Is that what you're trying to say, Mr. Michael Sage TV? Is that what you're trying to say? That okay, chosen ones cannot even give anything to their family. They can't even heal them. Okay. Check part 5. Check part 5. You know whether they can do it. How even they want to do it, how they should do it. Watch out.